So my next topic is Superman. You did a little film that was about Superman, right?
Yeah.
But then that persona has continued in your life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Back in 2015, I got to knock something off my bucket list, and that was going to like a Comic-Con. And Wizard World Des Moines Comic-Con came to Des Moines for the first time ever, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I wasn't sure what to wear, but you know, I do wear glasses, and I've always worn glasses, and they're black rimmed, so everyone called me Clark Kent. So I was like, well, I'll go as Clark Kent. That'd be kind of cool, you know. I put the glasses on, I had the shirt, and I had like a Superman shirt underneath, and the red tie, and I went, and it was mind blowing, and everybody was like, oh my God, that guy, is that the guy who was in the movie? And I had people following me. I was doing I swear I did about 300 photo ops with people that day. And I mean, I was younger, no beard, obviously, and you know, no grays at the time. So I actually really had that Clark Kent look. And then there was a group there called the Iowa League of Heroes. And I took a picture with them, and they would start talking to me. They're like, have you ever thought about, you know, doing something more? They're like, you are just spot on Clark Kent. Would you think about doing Superman? And so we talked for quite a bit, and I started doing events with them, started going, you know, visiting the kids in the hospitals, and doing all sorts of stuff, and going as Clark Kent, and he did Batman with Wonder Woman and Spider-Man, a bunch of them. And it was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. You know, when we're kids, we see our heroes, especially in person when they're dressed up, and we're like, oh my God, that is like, you're like paralyzed. Oh my gosh, that is like my hero, and it's real. He's right there. He's real. And Superman was always my character growing up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can see these kids looking at me, and they see Superman, and I'm going, that is truly amazing. It's the sense of wonder and excitement is just, it's so rewarding to see that, and to give them that there's hope, there are superheroes.
Do you still do this? Do you still visit hospitals and charity events and things like that?
Yeah, I started with them in about 2015, 2016. I ended up actually we do things so legit. I mean, when we play the characters, we are the characters. We can't break character ever. And and our suits are legit. I have a Batman vs Superman Henry Cavill suit from that movie, and it's like everything put together. It's like a good $3,000+ right from the mold, custom for me. And I'm like, we walk out, and it's mind blowing just how excited they get, you know, and especially, you know, the kids when we go to the sick kids hospitals. And I went out and visited a kid who had leukemia out in Nebraska, and just spent the day hanging out with him. He was wearing his favorite Superman cape and shirt, and he showed me all his toys, so we played toys, and we just hung out. And you know, I keep in touch with the parents, and you know, he's went into remission, and he's been just watching him kind of grow from the sidelines. And that's just one experience. That's just one child. And I mean, we meet hundreds of kids at some of these events we do. And each one is so special, and it's something it's a part of me that I can give and just keep giving, and it warms my soul with everything else I do. It's like if I can do some amazing things, that's one of the most amazing things I can do, and I wish I had more time to do it as much these days. I try to jump in whenever I have a chance. But they still continue to do it. You know, the Iowa League is incredible. They're everywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, people in the room right now have at least seen them or met them at some point. But
that's amazing, and I can't imagine the feeling of gratification to be able to do that, and the privilege of getting to do that for someone else. And I know you've been really candid talking about other issues in your life. Mental illness, things like that. You know, you're very transparent, and I have to think, and you confirm this if it's true, that for all the joy that you bring others, it has to really ground you as a person and bring you immense joy simultaneously.
It does, and I mean, I feel everything. I feel the good and the bad. But it keeps, as I said, it grounds me. It keeps me real, and just getting to play these roles, you know, and it's not me. I'm not focused on me. I am Clark Kent. I'm Superman. I am that character. And trust me, some of these kids try to get us to break character. Trust me, they have all sorts of questions and they think they got us, but they don't got us. Yeah, we've always got answers for something. But yeah, I'm very transparent with my life. I mean, as I told you before, you know, you can ask me any sort of question. I'll go off the rails with it. I suffer with ADHD and depression, anxiety, partially bipolar. It's, you know, an 80s kid, it was just, here's Ritalin, or just take it and raw dog it.
You know, talking about that though, let's rack up another common experience, right?
Yeah.
People really can relate to you because of those things. I want to thank you for sharing that story, that whole Superman thing.
Yeah,
I love it. And
don't talk about it too much, so yeah.
On that note, share with us a song that brings you joy, or that is about hope or joy.
Yeah, I think one of the songs that really kicked off where I am right now with the DM Project, it was a song called it's gone through some names, but it currently is called This Road.
Okay.
It's just been about that journey, everything that sort of brought me to where I was at that point, and kind of where I was then, and it's about that, again, that experience, everything, those little moments, every single day, there's something that you hold on to, so I just kind of, I had to write that out, and it was one of the quickest songs I think I've ever written, because it was just one of those ones that wrote itself. I sat there, I wrote it, and I started just the lyrics and the song, and then I just kind of turned around to look at my wife, and I'm like, I just wrote a song, and it was like 5 minutes. I do everything organically. I never force a song. So if a song comes to me in 5 minutes, great. If a song takes years, it takes years. Like Dreams took one of the longest songs I've ever written, and then This Road, again, 5 minutes. And I don't understand how that all works, but you know,
all right.
The universe talks, and I just listen.
Let's hear This Road by
Yeah.
Superman.
Something song, a lullaby, brings a twinkle to your eye. Pause in time, this I can give you all life. Future words, we begin. Take this moment, settle in. Pause in time, I'll offer you this road will carry you. Pouring, you always find a way to make the best of all, break through on the day. This is a mystery, lies in every way. These are the moments that we say. Lost you a step in place, longing for that sweet embrace. Lost to you personally, let you all I need. What before we begin, take this moment, settle in. Lost in time, a place for you. This road will carry you. When rain's blowing, we always find a way to make the merciful, breaking from the day. This is a mystery, lies in every way. These are the moments that we say. always fade away. To make the best of all, break free from the day. This is a mystery that's in every way. These are the moment that we say when we're moving in you, we always find a way to make the best of all, break me from the day. This is a mystery that's in every way. These are the moment that we say.
That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's next for the DM project?
Well, since I don't feel like doing an album and songs potentially getting lost on an album, I want to make sure that every song I release gets its chance in the spotlight. So I'm essentially going to be doing this single by single. So every song is going to have a full release with music video. So you get to enjoy every song as it comes out and experience every song as a single. Maybe eventually I'll put them all together one day and release my box set. We don't do box sets anymore. But no, I just, I spend so much time and effort and money recording these and working on the music videos, and I don't want any song to feel like it was just on the album.
It's nice for the listener too,
Yeah.
because then we can focus on one thing, and we're not picking up the needle and skipping, through an album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great. Well, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Well,
thank you
you
so much, and for sharing so much of yourself with us. I love that. And here's your assignment for the last song. How about if you play something else that will tell us a little bit more about you and get to know you even more? How's that?
Yeah. You guys want to hear the next song I'm going to be recording?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That sounds great.
Let's do that.
All right. Thank you all for joining us here live from the Artisan Studio at Brucemore, and make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so that you don't miss another episode. Live from the Artisan Studio at Brucemore.
As I kind of touched on, dealing with mental health, this song is very much about that. I wrote it pre-pandemic, but I wrote it sort of when I got to that point when, I really had to do something and really had to be myself again. And it's called Brick Wall because you feel like you're running into one all the time, but eventually you'll get through it.
The skies and left you all alone. All remains a mystery. Brace yourself for every wonder. You see, controlled inside and lost in memory. Trip and fall and you save it all and you live it.